Today we're going to be making a Pooh Shiesty beat. I just probably said it's Pooh Shiesty beat. I guess that's how you. I don't know. Anyway, we about to be making a Memphis type beat, and these beats I love the most because it's like, this on like real trap shit. Atlanta, and then you got Memphis and shit. Young Dolph. Anyways, we about to just get into it. So the thing about, I'm gonna start off with their melodies. The thing about their melodies, if you listen to a lot of it. Well, Pooh Shiesty, particular, what I'm talking about, and more specific, I'm talking about Back in Blood. The melodies is always hidden on a quarter note. It's just that. And then you just have that dark bass in the background, like. So I'm going to do something along the lines like that. And I'm going to be in the key of C minor. So let's just pull up some keys. Go into contact real quick. I think I'm gonna go to the Grandier. Definitely said that shit wrong. I like this sound though. Gotta turn down my actual piano. Alright, so I'm thinking something like something like that. So let's just record that. Let's switch that to a hi-hat because I know that could probably get annoying. Alright, so for the most part it's quantized. Alright, so I'm just going to chop this part. The reason why it sounds good is because the sounds is sustained. The notes are sustained. And yeah, if you just had played this out, the notes would just kind of hit one another. But as you can see, some notes just actually play all the way throughout. Like, I don't know how to put it. It's just weird if you was to like manually sustain it, because you'll probably only stop at one point instead of making it go all the way like this. And it's a lot easier to just do that when you're playing on piano. And, in Back in Blood, like, they just had that little guitar flair, I call these things flair because it just happens like once and so often. It's not like a rhythm or anything. So this is how I'm gonna do it with the strings. Keep it simple, you feel me? I ain't had to get too crazy. I don't want to do too much with the strings. I'll probably just go to a different sound. Like, I'm going to use a mallet. I messed up that last part. So, that's fine. We can just X that. Control Q. Now, as far as sustaining these, I'm not going to sustain it that long, so I'm just gonna drag it out. Copy and paste. Yeah. And then from here, all you just need is hard hitting drum. And like I said, it's best that you make your beats in the playlist. Because when you make it in a playlist, then you'll have a better sense of how it flows. And I'm talking about the arrangement. Because if you just only make your whole beats right here, when it gets to the playlist, you're going to have to be moving around stuff. It gets a bit messy rather than just actually just building it out. Alright, so now for some drums. Let's see. Get some kicks going. I'm going to take away the mallet for right now. I like how this one is sitting. want to add my snares in the right places. And the right places is the 3 and the 7 for this genre. So let's just get that out the way. Usually I put all my drums in a separate pattern, but it's all about workflow too. Like, you don't always want to have the same kind of routine, you know. Sometimes you just want to switch it up. But I do have the same routine of putting it in a playlist. That I have for sure. Yeah. Come on in my play. You don't put no dance in. You don't get my dance in. You don't put no dance in. You don't get my bullets in my pen. Don't put my chest. You don't put my money, yeah. Yeah, see? This kind of mumble, if you don't have like a actual acapella, you know, a lot of producers will say get an acapella and then you'll be able to make better arrangements. I just say, just get a flow going. I mean, you're in the room by yourself, so it don't even matter if, like, you shouldn't feel embarrassed. Just get your idea out. Don't think too much, you know. These beats are quite simple. For the hi-hats, simple two-step. Like, put a triplet right there. All my niggas in my third. Put a little step right there. Dude, you're like halfway done. You know, get a crash at the beginning. When I spin my backs, I'm with my backs around. These niggas talking shit, they bout to ass around. Come up in this bitch, bout to blast around. Niggas better know, don't fuck around. Yeah. So for the second part, add the open hats, add some kind of variation, you know. So I'm gonna actually double this part up because, as you can see, that was only 8 bars. So now as you can see, that was only 6 bars when you have it just like that. So I'm gonna bring this in, make it 8 bars. We're in double time. So this is definitely just gonna, and see, that's just going back to the arrangement, you know. When you're making it in the playlist, now you know what sounds will sound good. You won't just like put random sounds because you're in the channel rack, you know. And then I'll just put this on every second beat. All my niggas in this bitch, we bout to get it rockin'. We gon' pull up to your bitch house and get it poppin'. In the club, bartender, yeah, we going shopping. Hey, if a nigga run up on me, then we gon' be plotting. Yeah, my nigga, we getting the cash, me niggas be talking shit. Run up on me and I off the clip. All of my niggas, we all legit. Yeah, all of my niggas, we all legit. Yeah, all of my niggas, we all legit. And then the mallets could even come in at the second part. So I don't even have to introduce the mallet. I could probably introduce the mallet in the beginning, drop it right here, then bring it back. But let's just actually get this 808 going. 808, I ain't gonna get too crazy. So let's bring in this 808. Usually I'll be naming all this stuff. When it comes to the 808s, I'm pretty much use this my actual piano melody as a guidance. And then go to my 808 pattern, open up the sampler, and just paste it. So I'm just going to tune it real quick. If you don't know how to tune it, right click, go to edit and audio editor, pitch, Go to the marker tool, then go to the tech pitch region, go to E2. And also what I like to do is fine tune it up here. Just go up like a couple of cents, like 10. So now I'm just going to have to tweak it a bit. But then I realized, like, you don't have to do so much with the 808. The 808 don't have to get so crazy with the octaves changes. You know, remember, the artist. It may sound plain, but the artist will make the shit sick, you know. Always keep that in mind. So right here, I'm just adding groove, and you add groove to your beat when you pull up the time shift, and this delays the note. So with the mallet, I feel like it's too happy in a sense, so I might have to just switch this out. There's a sound that I'm thinking that will work better. It's an Omnisphere, so I actually have it in my saved presets, I think. I don't want nothing right here. I'm gonna let the artist take care of this part. But right here, I can add a different sound and it will make the beat more different. And I could probably go, since we're in the key of C minor, instead of going with C and G, I could go with G and D in the bass notes. So what I notice is if I let it elongate, it starts to overlap too much and the sound is not gonna be really good for this sound context. So that's why the first time I actually did it correct, because I let go of the sustain. See, right there, I let go of the sustain, and just, you know, it didn't overlap. It sounds better. I could even take out the open hi-hats. For the 808, since it is on the bass notes of C, I can actually put it to G. I can actually invert it, honestly. And I think there's a way to invert it. Yeah, it's called flip, and that will be Alt-Y. But I just wanted to flip vertically. Let's see how that works. Definitely need those snare rolls. So at every of the fourth bar. I'm gonna do a snare roll right here. You want to go to your third steps. And then you can just switch it up from there, but that's pretty much how you go about making a Pooh Shiesty or Memphis type beat. And you know, like and subscribe for more tutorials, and share with your other producer friends that like this kind of style and want to get into this kind of beat making, I guess.